Yeah. Zach, life beat depression. It's day 848, and I feel great. And today, we're going to keep it that way with another somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here now. Anyone who's tuning in later, appreciate you guys and girls out there. As you know, it's a martial arts for mental health show, and we like to focus in on those mental health tools first and foremost. One of the most powerful ones, and something that we can all use, no matter whether you're interested in martial arts or not, is a tool known as gratitude. A daily practice of gratitude can help change that balance in the brain, shift your focus onto more positive things, and find those silver linings in your life, things that you can be grateful for even if you're going through struggles and hard times. So today my gratitude's going out to, first one in, Claire. Thanks for being here, Claire. Appreciate you. And to everybody else who's been tuning in and supporting the cause. Also to everybody who's been helping us raise awareness out here, the businesses, the people. Without you guys, without your support, we wouldn't be able to continue to grow this thing and have a positive impact. So I want to thank you to everybody who's been so supportive. And that's not my only gratitude. Let's also show gratitude to Velociraptor Migration Station. That's what this trail is known as out here on it's part of the Dinosaur Ridge area, and it is part of the Dakota Ridge Trail, if I'm correct. I didn't have a whole bunch of time to read today, but I am grateful that they maintain these trails. They keep them open and free to the public. Looks like a really cool road up ahead. This is about as high as I was able to make it before showtime, and I think we're still coming at you a little late, but check out the view. Even just where I've just been, down that hill was a pretty steep climb. We're pretty close to the highway, getting a nice scenic view out here, mountains, beautiful sunset. There's a restricted area behind me, protected, it says, for the preservation, for natural preservation, so it's off limits to hikers. Probably still a lot of undiscovered fossils and things up that road. So we're going to respect those boundaries and stay out here on the designated trail areas. But like I said earlier, today is an active recovery day. So we're going to tap into multiple free mental health tools. We practiced that gratitude tool already. Go ahead and think about your piece of gratitude for the day. It'll help put you in that positive mindset as we move into the lesson. Second mental health tool we like to cover every single day. And Claire said, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Claire. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a happy holiday out there. Second mental health tool that we tune into is the progress tracking tool, keeping track of the number of days that you show up for yourself and move forwards. This number can have a compounding effect in your life. Just personally, the effect that it's had in my life, it helps me keep track of the credit that I deserve, the credit that I should be giving myself for my strength and my endurance. It also lets me keep track of how many days have gone by since I've experienced things like suicidal ideation or debilitation from depression. Before I started my daily care routine with the heavy bag, I was suffering from increasingly frequent suicidal ideation, all the way to the point where one day I woke up and it was the only thing I could think of, and I wound up in an emergency room. So since I've started my daily training routine and I made it a consistent daily accomplishable goal, it's been 848 days since I've had a single thought of suicidal ideation. So that's how powerful this tool is. It lets me know not only what I've accomplished, but what I can look forward to in the future. I'm looking forward to the next 848, the next, what am I, this altitude's messing me up, man. The next 848 days of suicidal ideation free. Fingers crossed. This lets me know that I am more powerful than those thoughts, more powerful than those feelings. Also helps me chart my progress as I continue to move forwards and give myself recognition for those debilitation-free, suicidal ideation-free days. It also has done the same thing for many others, so please do keep track of your daily progress as well, whether it's this show or daily training routine with the heavy bag, or daily training time with Bob, right, the technical training dummy, or if it's a martial arts class. The main thing about this tool is you've got to make it a sustainable, accomplishable goal that builds you up both mentally and physically every single day. So when I started with 5 to 10 minutes of heavy bag training time. That was my original goal. It later transformed into training, 10 minutes of training time every day, and that's where this virtual class comes from. This is our 10 minutes. This is my daily goal accomplishment. I'm sharing with you guys that self-care tool that's been helping me so much, and it's been helping a lot of other people too. So please do keep track of that number. It will only get better. And even if you miss a day, even if it's not consecutive, you never lose proof of how many days you have shown up and overcome those temporary thoughts and feelings. We never fall off the wagon. We never go back to zero. Remember to keep moving forwards and keep giving yourself credit for that progress. That being said, Claire said tomorrow is chemo day. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you are brave and you go through that chemo day with the strength and endurance that you've shown so far. I know you've made it through many days before, Claire, and I know you're going to make it through again. So keep on fighting forwards, and share with us your progress, because that's one of the best ways we can help inspire and motivate others to be strong and brave as well. All right, that being said, we covered the progress tool, we covered the gratitude tool. Let's talk about the other tools we're going to tune into. Today is an active recovery day. It's going to be broken down into 3 sessions, 5 minutes each. First session is going to be a calming, relaxing breath. This is one Claire said has helped her be brave and also calm her heart rate, calm her nervous system. You can do the same thing for us in any given situation, even if we're dealing with struggles or we're going through a stressful area or time in life. Shout out to Lisa Luminary. Thank you for being here. So, what we're going to do, we're going to practice this breath work tool first. It's known as diaphragmatic breathing. You place one hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. Take a deep breath in through the nose, filling the belly with air, keeping the chest nice and flat. And then we're going to take a long, slow exhale out the mouth, making sure that we purse the lips and exhale twice as long as that inhale. Let's practice just that breath work tool first, and then we'll link it in with our martial arts training. Take that deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Now long and slow exhale out the mouth. Letting the belly fall. Keeping the chest flat all the way through. One more time. Deep and slow inhale through the nose to the belly. Keeping that chest flat. Long and slow exhale through pursed lips. And that is it. It's that simple. That's known as diaphragmatic breathing, and that is something that can help put you back in control of your automatic nervous system. It can give you that tool that you can use to calm the heart rate, calm the nervous system, and relax your body and mind. So we're going to link that breathwork tool with movement to take it to that next level of therapy. Right? So as an individual, you've got to find those tools that work best for you. We're all different out here. We all resonate. We all vibe with different things a little differently. So if breathwork's one that works for you, combine that in. Give yourself a super effective training routine to fight forwards towards better mental health. Combine that in with the other tools that work well for you. Movement is a tool in itself, whether it's low intensity or high intensity. So today we're going to keep it at low intensity, and we're going to link that breathwork tool with our martial arts striking practice so that we can make it super effective at fighting back against depression. And checking in on comments, Claire said Dr. Sam can do the class with her as well. Heck yeah, everybody can do this. It's here for anyone who wants to give themselves a shot and try to practice these tools and see if they'll work for them. So we're going to use our martial arts Muay Thai stance. We're going to pop into that stance. Remember, stance guides are available for everybody at saclifeofficial.com. You can check out those guides there, and that'll have you prepared for how to position your weight, where to place your hands, your hips, your shoulders, all of that for every class that we're doing out here. Shout out to Ronit. Thank you so much for supporting the cause. I appreciate you out there back in New York City. It's good to see your icon out here. All right, so we're just about to get into this calming, breathwork-based movement, kind of movement meditation therapy. And what we're going to do, we're going to assume our fighting stance. We're going to take that deep breath into the belly. And as we take that inhale into the belly, we're going to assume the defensive stance. On the exhale, we're going to breathe nice and slow and flow into our striking patterns, turning nice and slow through the hips, through the shoulders, extending that lead hand for the jab, refining our form and practicing our different striking patterns here. We're going to follow that breath work tool as a guide. And that should help keep us at low intensity, build muscle memory, improve our martial arts striking technique, our form, make us faster, more efficient out there, and also calm our bodies, give our bodies that rest and recovery time that we deserve. So let's get into it. We won't have the music today because I couldn't get the boombox up here in time with everything else. But we will have the sounds of nature, and hopefully you're not hearing those cars. But if you are, It is what it is. Let's work with what we got and do what we can out here. Go ahead and visualize that opponent. Starting the timer now. This will be our first session. We're going to make it slowly and surely more complicated, more complex, and more beneficial as we go. Starting with that breathwork tool before we do any martial arts. Let's tune into that tool one more time. One hand over the chest. Keep it nice and flat. Breathe deep through the nose to the belly. Nice and slow. Fill in that belly with air. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. And give it a pause in between. It's important to hold in between just for a moment. You want to make sure that exhale is twice as long as the inhale. Let's try one more time. Deep breath in. Hold it. Long breath out the mouth. Remember to purse the lips to further exercise that diaphragm and breathing muscle. And now we're going to link it in with our martial arts technique. So on this next deep inhale to the belly, go ahead and assume your defensive stance. Guard high in your Muay Thai stance. Now long and slow exhale forwards into the jab. Twisting through into that jab. We want the punch to finish and land right at the end of that breath. We're also stepping into the jab, so we want to kind of step in and have that foot land about the same time as the punch lands. Fully exhale there in striking pattern and deep inhale back through the nose to the belly. As you return to defensive stance, long exhale forwards into the jab. Twisting through the hips and shoulders, exhaling out of the mouth nice and slow, making sure to finish that breath from the belly, keeping chest flat the whole time. Deep inhale back to defensive stance, squaring the hips and shoulders. Keeping the guard high by the brow line. Remember, squared shoulders and hips. Long and slow exhale forwards. Now we're taking this small step forwards with the lead foot, but we're not stepping in. We're not making our stance any more narrow. So we're keeping that balance between the head on the center line, hips squared, shoulders squared, feet evenly spaced. So when we step forwards, we're stepping with that leg straight forwards, and we're just twisting the hips and shoulders to extend that punch. Deep inhale back to defensive stance. Hold that breath in the belly. Long and slow step into the jab. Turning the fist over, landing on the large two knuckles. You can have guard by your chin like a boxer, or you can have guard by the brow line like more proper Muay Thai defense. Deep inhale back to defensive stance. Holding that guard high, we're going to add in the cross this time. One long exhale, two strikes. Go ahead and exhale through. Two strikes there again. Head stays on the center line, chin tucked, guard high. Extend through the shoulders, keep your balance, keep your footwork evenly spaced. Fully exhale there, and deep inhale back to the belly. Guard high by the brow line. If you're feeling lactic acid buildup, if you're feeling tension in the shoulders and it's getting intense, shake them out, stay loose, and return to the power of that breath. Let's do it together. Deep breath into the belly, nice and slow. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. And let's return back to defensive stance. Deep breath in into your defense and use any striking patterns that you like. Combine them with that breathwork tool and make that routine your own. If you're a beginner, you can follow along with the jab and cross. If not, get creative with it. Let's go. Deep breath into the belly. In our defensive stance, long and slow exhale forward. Twisting through the body, keeping the guard tight, fully extending. Twisting through those shoulders and hips. Deep inhale back to defensive position. And get creative. If you're beginner, like I said, stick with that jab and cross. If you're more advanced, use any striking pattern you'd like. Exhaling forwards, keeping your strikes limited to 2 or 3 to keep that intensity nice and low. Deep inhale back to defensive stance. Hold that breath in the belly and exhale through any striking patterns you'd like. Fully exhale in strike position. Deep inhale back. Again, guard high, long and slow exhale forward. One long exhale. Nice and slow methodical movements here. Training that muscle memory, training balance. Deep inhale back. Defensive stance, long and slow exhale through your striking pattern. It can be a single shot. can be a double shot, triple shot, but that's where we want to stop. We want to keep it low intensity. Deep inhale back. Guard high, long and slow exhale forward. Into your striking patterns. Deep inhale back to the belly. Hold that breath in the belly, long and slow exhale forward. If you lose balance, just return to the breath, return to your neutral stance. Deep inhale in. Long exhale out the mouth. And that is the end of round one. Go ahead and shake out the arms. And make sure that you didn't get carried away with those striking patterns. We'll return to that breath one more time. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. You can close your eyes and visualize that breath entering the nose and filling the belly, keeping the chest nice and flat. Long exhale out the mouth. Through pursed lips. One more time. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Now that's going to be the end of our calming breathwork tool. We're now going to use an activating breathwork tool that will pump that nervous system, pump that nerve hormone, cortisol. And we're going to train our brain to handle it in a positive way that builds us up. So for this activated session, Claire, you already know, you should avoid this breathwork tool. Make sure you're clearing yourself with a doctor or physician before any exercise routine, including a breathwork exercise routine. This next breath is known as the breath of fire. It is a short, powerful burst of air out the mouth with a passive rebound of air through the nose. So it's going to look like this. Passive rebound. Not a conscious, but just let that air bounce back in through the nose. And we're going to work on chambering it between the mouth. Each powerful breath out is going to be 1 rep, and we're going to go for 20 reps to begin with. Keep that cycle going. No breaks till we get to the end of 20, and then we're going to have you check in on yourself, see how you're feeling. And as we go, we'll then link it in with some martial arts practice to make it an effective way of training and giving ourselves that active recovery time. All right, so first off, to begin with, neutral stance. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed. We're going to start with 20 breaths of fire here. Shout out to Speed of Vic. Thanks for the support. In 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And here's where you need to check in on you. Make sure you're not lightheaded or dizzy, seeing spots. All those are going to be signs of overreaching. It's going to mean you're going to need to tone back that intensity, the pace, or the volume of this breathwork tool. But let's keep that pattern going. Make sure you're pushing with that powerful pulse of air out the breath, letting it rebound. Keep that cycle going. If you're doing good, you're not dizzy or lightheaded or seeing spots, we're going to continue on with 20 more breaths of fire in 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And you might be feeling that activated energy start to pick up. That's normal. That's part of this tool. If you're doing good and not lightheaded or dizzy, we're going to keep it going with 40 breaths of fire. Shout out to Nelson. Thanks for the support. 40 breaths of fire now. 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. Make sure you're feeling all right, and we're going to start to link it now with our jab and cross. We're going to throw light and tight little jabs and crosses here. We're going to link the pulse in the breath with the whip of the punch. And we're just going to fire them from a balanced stance, whether you're in Muay Thai position or you're in Western boxing or just even in a neutral stance. We want to fire those things right from the shoulders, right through the hips. You can stay light with the heel slightly raised, right? Knees slightly bent, heel slightly raised. Stay in your nice balanced position here. And we're going to go for 20 breath of fire punches. Remember, link the pulse in the breath with the whip and the punch. Just like that. So it'll look like this. Boom. Pulse in the breath with the whip of the punch. Starting with 20 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And again, this is an activated breath, so you're going to feel that nervous system picking up. That's normal. It's also known to give you more energy, just like coffee, without the jitters. If you're doing it right, no nauseousness, no dizziness, no lightheadedness, let's keep going. Another 20 breath of fire punches. Remember, use proper form on these punches. Turn the knuckles over. Visualize making contact with that dummy, with the large 2 knuckles, keeping the wrist straight and punching straight down the line. Link it with that breathwork tool, and let's improve our technique along with this stress relief breathwork process. 20 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Hold that breath in the belly. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Check in on you. If you're not dizzy or lightheaded, let's go for 40 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. Check in on you if you're doing all right. We're going to finish strong with another 40 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And that is going to bring that activated session to an end. Shout out to Weep. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate your support. Now, you should have an activated nervous system at this point. Higher heart rate, heavy breathing, maybe a light sweat. You just put the work in, that's normal. But I want you to take note, these physical symptoms, this physical experience that you're having right now is very similar to a panic attack, and that's why these techniques help us eliminate panic attacks, because we're training our body and our brain to handle that stress in a positive way. Now, we're going to take full control over the automatic nervous system with this next one in a brief meditation. So get yourself somewhere comfortable to sit. It can be a pillow, a blanket, anything like that. And we're going to tune into that breathwork tool. And I want you guys to take note of how quickly you can change your physical state from that activated situation to a much calmer, at peace, in control situation using just these breathwork tools. So once you're comfy, one hand over the chest again, one hand over the belly. We're going to start with that diaphragmatic breathing tool again to calm the heart rate and calm the nervous system. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Keep that chest flat. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. You can close your eyes and visualize the breath to make it extra effective. There's going to be levels and levels of effectiveness to this tool, and the better we get at using it, the more powerful it can become to calm our nervous system. One more time, deep breath in through the nose to the belly, nice and slow, keeping the chest flat. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. You want that exhale twice as long as the inhale. You want to make sure the lips are pursed and you're putting some resistance there on the exhale as well. That'll further exercise that diaphragmatic breathing muscle and further calm the nervous system. One more time, deep breath in to the belly through the nose. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. If you've practiced this before, you might already feel those calming effects of that breathwork tool. And if you take note, we just had that activated system a moment ago. And quickly get it under control and take our power back. We're going to make it more effective as we go, starting with a proven method known as the 4-7-8 breath. We're going to take that inhale and make it 4 seconds in. Now breathe in nice and slow. It's not a challenge to see how big or how much air you can take in. You want to breathe nice and slow through the nose to the belly. Just make sure that chest stays flat, and you want to count to 4. So if your belly's full of air before you got to 4, you breathed in too fast. We're going to slow that breath down so it takes 4 seconds to fill the belly with air. We're going to hold on to it for 7 seconds, and then we're going to long and slow exhale through pursed lips for 8 seconds, making that tool even more effective. Let's do it together. 4 seconds into the belly. Hold on to it for 7. 8-second exhale. Keep that pattern going. 4 seconds into the belly. Hold on to it for 7. 8-second exhale. Sit up nice and straight. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Close the eyes and visualize that breath entering and filling your belly. 4 seconds in. Hold on to it for 7. 8-second exhale here. Should be feeling those calming effects. Let's keep it going. We're going to make it even more powerful this time with a positive inquisition. Take that breath in, 4 seconds to the belly. As you hold for 7, ask yourself how you feel in this moment. Eight-second exhale. And keep that pattern going. Visualize the breath. Sit up nice and straight. Relax shoulders, relax jaw. Deep breath in, 4 seconds to the belly. Hold on to it. Ask yourself how you feel. Scan your body in this moment, looking for tension. And on the exhale, try and exhale that stress away. Relieve that tension with the power of breath. Long exhale. Feel your body melt into position on that exhale. Keep the pattern going. 4 seconds into the belly, nice and slow. Hold on to it for 7. Checking in on you, seeing how you feel. 8-second exhale, nice and slow, and let it go. Keep it going. 4 seconds in. 7-second holds. And in this moment, remind yourself that you are the one doing the work. You are the one who brought you here to this state of peace and mind and body. And you are the one who deserves the credit. Long exhale here, 8 seconds. Ignore the bell. Keep that pattern going. 4 seconds in. Hold on to it for 7. This is your power of peace. Long and slow, exhale and let it go. Make that exhale nice and slow. Purse those lips and let your body melt into position as that air escapes from the belly. Chest flat the whole time. Keep the breath going. 4 seconds in. Hold on to it. Eight-second exhale. If you don't need the hands as a guide, rest them somewhere comfortable, possibly by your side, and keep that breathwork pattern going. Let's breathe together with no instruction. Tune into our bodies, tune into the moment, and tune into our power to give ourselves peace. A few more rounds here. One more round. And that's going to be the end of our Superhuman Sunday. Hopefully you guys and girls are feeling the same benefits that I'm feeling out here with these breathwork tools and these somatic healing tools, we all have access to hundreds of ways that we can benefit ourselves and help ourselves work towards better mental health, better physical health. But we have to find the ones that work for us as individuals. So please do keep on the hunt for more and more tools to add to your toolkit. And when you find one that is effective, just roll it in there to a super effective routine. Above all else, maintain balance. We have to avoid extremes, even when it comes to mental health care. If we make our whole life 100% focused on mental health, we'll tend to burn out or swing to the opposite extreme and do very mentally unhealthy things when we can't keep up with that routine. So it's very important that you maintain balance and make your routine something that you can do every day, you can look forward to. It never feels like work, and you can have fun with it, and it can fit right in there into your daily routine. That's why this is limited to 10 minutes, and I found for the last 848 days at least, it is very accessible, very possible, very accomplishable, and if I wasn't building my entire future around providing free mental health care, then this would be the only thing that I was doing. Back when I was working HVAC, this was right in there. After my normal 9 to 5, with overtime, with partying at night, with all kinds of other daily routines, I was still able to do 5 to 10 minutes, show up for myself, and tune into those tools that work for me. So I hope that you do the same for you. I hope you're feeling the benefits that I'm feeling. And if you are, please do share it with the world. The only way we can make this thing sustainable is if we can grow together. So please do. If you find something beneficial, share it with others. Encourage a follow. Follows are the only thing we need to build free mental health care globally and sustainably for one another. So until next time, I will catch you guys and girls, same sack time, same sack channel, same sack life. Sack man out.